The entertainment world is in mourning following the sudden and heartbreaking death of Jimmy Kimmel Live bandleader Cleto Escobedo III, who passed away at the age of 59. Known for his warm smile, effortless charisma, and unmatched musical talent, Escobedo wasn't just a bandleader, he was Jimmy Kimmel's lifelong friend, collaborator, and, as Kimmel himself said, the brother I got to grow up and work with every single day. A friendship that started in childhood. The bond between Jimmy Kimmel and Cleto Escobedo III began long before fame entered the picture. The two met as children growing up in Las Vegas, and their connection was immediate. Kimmel was only 9 years old when he met Cleto, who lived just across the street. In his emotional tribute, Kimmel wrote, "Cleto and I have been inseparable since I was 9 years old. He was more than a friend, he was family. We grew up together, got into trouble together, and somehow ended up living our wildest dreams together." Their friendship endured through school, teenage mischief, and into adulthood, eventually blossoming into one of television's most enduring creative partnerships. From neighborhood pranks to performing for millions, their journey was one of rare loyalty and love. From Las Vegas talent to late-night icon. Born and raised in Las Vegas, Cleto Escobedo III came from a family steeped in music. His father, Cleto Escobedo Jr., was a respected local musician, and Cleto III followed in his footsteps, picking up the saxophone at an early age. His natural talent was undeniable. By his teenage years, he was performing professionally and quickly became known as one of the most gifted saxophonists in the Las Vegas scene. Before joining Jimmy Kimmel on television, Cleto's career took him on tour with some of the biggest names in music. He played alongside stars such as Paula Abdul and Mark Anthony, showcasing his signature blend of soul, funk, and Latin influences. Whether it was jazz clubs, massive arenas, or television studios, Escobedo's sound was instantly recognizable, smooth, vibrant, and full of heart. The birth of Jimmy Kimmel Live and Cleto's big break. When Jimmy Kimmel landed his late-night talk show in 2003, there was no question in his mind who would lead the house band. Kimmel called on his lifelong friend Cleto to be the musical backbone of the show, and Cleto didn't hesitate for a moment. "I wanted someone I trusted completely, someone who knew me better than anyone," Kimmel once said. And that was Cleto. The band, appropriately named Cleto and the Cletones, became an instant part of the Jimmy Kimmel Live identity. From the show's opening theme to musical guests, comedic skits, and live performances, Escobedo's presence defined the energy and rhythm of the entire production. His humor and charm made him more than a musician, he was a familiar face to millions of viewers. Whether exchanging jokes with Kimmel, leading a trumpet fanfare, or playing a soulful sax solo, Cleto brought warmth to every episode. Adding to the show's heartwarming dynamic, Cleto's father, Cleto Escobedo Jr., also joined the band, creating a rare father-son duo in late-night television history. Together, they brought generational talent, authenticity, and family spirit to the stage. A life filled with music, family, and heart. Despite his busy schedule, Escobedo was known for his deep love of family. Friends and colleagues often described him as devoted, humble, and endlessly kind. He was a loving husband to his wife, Lori, and a proud father. In interviews over the years, Cleto often spoke about choosing stability over constant touring so he could spend more time at home. "Being part of Jimmy Kimmel Live gave me something I never had before, balance," he said in one profile. "I got to make music every day, but also go home to my kids. That's priceless." His family, friends, and bandmates all describe him as the same person off camera as on, a ray of light who loved to laugh, tell stories, and make others feel valued. Jimmy Kimmel's emotional farewell. Jimmy Kimmel broke the news of Cleto's death with an emotional message to fans and followers. "Early this morning, we lost a great friend, father, son, musician, and man," Kimmel wrote. "To say that we are heartbroken is an understatement. Cleto and I have been inseparable since I was 9 years old. The fact that we got to work together every day is a dream neither of us could ever have imagined coming true." He concluded his tribute with a plea that touched fans everywhere. "Cherish your friends. Please keep Cleto's wife, children, and parents in your prayers." Fans immediately flooded social media with condolences and tributes, sharing clips of Escobedo's memorable performances and moments from Jimmy Kimmel Live. Over the past 20 years, many described the loss as the end of an era, while others thanked him for being the heartbeat of the show. Tributes from friends and celebrities. Following the announcement, tributes poured in from across the entertainment industry. Former tourmate Paula Abdul called Escobedo one of the kindest, most talented musicians I've ever worked with, adding, he lit up every room he entered with his music and his soul. Fellow musicians from Jimmy Kimmel Live described him as a big brother who kept everyone laughing during long rehearsals. One band member shared, Cleto had this way of making even the hardest day fun. He'd play something on the sax, and the whole room would feel lighter. Fans, too, expressed their grief. Many noted how his laughter and warmth could be felt even through the screen, how he wasn't just background music but part of the family that viewers invited into their homes each night. A legacy that will never fade. For over 2 decades, Cleto Escobedo III stood at the heart of Jimmy Kimmel Live. His music ushered in countless nights of laughter, celebrity interviews, and unforgettable performances. But beyond his professional achievements, his legacy lies in his kindness, humility, and the friendship that became one of Hollywood's most genuine bonds. He proved that fame doesn't have to change who you are. He remained loyal to his roots, his family, and his lifelong friend Jimmy Kimmel, showing the world that success means little without people you love beside you. Remembering Cleto. In reflecting on Escobedo's passing, fans and colleagues alike have shared one common sentiment: gratitude. Gratitude for the joy he brought, the music he made, and the heart he shared so freely. Kimmel, who has often said that Cleto was the soul of the show, now faces the unimaginable task of carrying on without him. It's likely that Jimmy Kimmel Live will honor his memory with a special tribute in the coming days, a celebration of a life that was vibrant, funny, and unforgettable. Though his saxophone has fallen silent, the echoes of his music will live on, in every laugh, every memory, and every note he ever played. A final note. Cleto Escobedo III's story reminds us that behind every stage light and every performance, there are human connections that give the art its meaning. His journey, from a young Vegas boy jamming with his best friend to becoming one of television's most beloved musicians, is one of passion, loyalty, and heart. Jimmy Kimmel said it best. He made every day better. Every day. And that, more than anything, will be Cleto's legacy, a man whose presence made the world just a little brighter, whose friendship defined a lifetime, and whose music will never fade away.